Hey everyone, welcome to Pop Culture Omniversa by Neo Reality Entertainment, aka Eric Brown. So, I was debating how I should go about talking about The Endless Winter, which was a DC 2021 Justice League crossover event, which confused me. Not because it happened, but because at the time this was happening, we were in the final stages of death metal. So, yeah, let's go ahead and throw another crossover event in here. And yeah, and so that was confusing when I heard this. I was hearing about this, about a new villain character, and then they were like, nope, but we gotta do another crossover event. We gotta make this a crossover event. Like, we've already broken the timeline enough as it is. One more add to the pile. Besides, we're gonna have the Infinite Frontier relaunch. Like, when I first heard this announcement, I was thinking, is DC doing this because they realize once they do the Omniverse thing, they're not gonna do any more small crossover stuff anymore? So they just wanted to go on one last hurrah. But then when details came out after the whole Endless Winter came out, then okay, so they just wanted to do this to set things up. So yeah, when I was also debating how I wanted to go about this, I originally was debating, do I want to talk about all 9 issues, or do I want to talk about 3 separate issues of the event? And when I thought time constraints and all that, and depending on how busy the video processing would take, I thought, you know what, I'll just break this up into 3 episodes because there's a lot of story in here, and plus, uh, you gotta also factor in that it would take a long time, but that, and especially you gotta factor in that I wanted to be a little traditional regarding the publishing because they did 3 chapters every week, and then they finally finished it with a total of 9 issues. So we're gonna talk about 3 issues: Endless Winter #1, Flash 767, and Superman Endless Winter Special. And yeah, Brian Michael Bendis is not part of this, so be glad about that. So yeah, so let's cut into Justice League Endless Winter #1. Arctic Circle, Greenland, Yolkberg region, the Citadel Glacier, the Snowcrawler Stag Industries mobile Arctic research facility, 3 million pounds, a portable geoscience lab and drilling rig. Crew 15, supported by automated stagnation drones. Endless Winter Chapter 1, written by Andy Lanning and Ron Marz, with the cover artwork being done by everyone's favorite Telltale Games developer artist. Because that's every time I look at this, I'm thinking the artist has to be from Telltale Games, right? When the whole Batman stuff was going on, like I keep looking at this and I'm thinking, does this not look like it's from? You would see this artwork from Telltale, but that's probably just me. But yeah, it just confuses me. I don't know how. I keep thinking, like, did DC hire this guy after Telltale? Like, there's no record saying he worked for Telltale Games. I mean, like, I could be wrong, but yeah, it just confuses me more than actually anything else. It just makes me think, did this artist work for Telltale Games? Because he looks like an artist from Telltale Games. His artwork looks like from Telltale Games. So, anyways, as this cold environment was going on, exact location unknown, officially listed as missing. Yes, it was destroyed in the Great Crisis, known as the Endless Winter. But we're not going to go Game of Thrones on this. And we get some voice talking, some people talking. Superman's fable of Fortress of Solitude, or at least all that remains of it. What other Kryptonian treasures might the man still have left behind? I mean, like, he left good writing, he left quality content, he left good artwork at times, he left his identity. He got taken by Brian Michael Bendis after the Man of Steel stuff. Oh my god. I'm just so confused about that. But anyway, Iceman is going ahead and freezing stuff up. Cameron, if you don't mind, of course. What's a Mai Tai without enough ice? Gentlemen and lady, I give you sun, sea, and some well-deserved scenery. If I do say so, this was the best idea I've had in a long time. Mahali Island, the Arabian Sea, find an out-of-the-way island nobody cares about and take over the joint. We should have done this years ago. Oh, we should have taken over the entire small island and take over the country. Wait, what? What do you mean the people are overthrowing our government already? So anyways, the police are already stationed. Attention in the penthouse! The Special Crimes Task Force has you surrounded. Foreign supervillains will not be tolerated on our soil. You will surrender immediately, but all the domestic supervillains can stay. They have I smelt it and therefore I dealt it. Oh, and if you're mad, bro. So naturally, this crew is pissed because their harassment was going and happening. In fact, Iceman even says that. Oh, come on! I can't even finish my drink! Well, we did break into this place, so it kind of evens out. This is straight up harassment. We weren't bothering anybody. I mean, after we took over the government, so they already got overthrown. The cops are outnumbered. They just don't know it yet. Better be quick about it, Multiplex. I don't think they're gonna knock. This could have been a nice arrangement, as Multiplex people are falling from the sky and leading an army. But now you're making us be bad guys again. And meanwhile, the guy who is now dressed up as a Batman in brown clothing. Yeah, this is Catman. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea who this character was. I'm just wondering, why does he have to dress up directly like Batman? It kind of really puts that whole narrative of the whole DC only sees Batman. And I was really kind of hoping I could put away the Catman suit for a while. But oh well. Well, at least you have the option. I'm an obstacle all the time. Is Multiplex handling them rampage? So far, he's going through them like, wait, something's happening. And the Multiplex people are taken down by Green Lantern, John Stewart, and Barry Allen. I miss Wally West. Sadly, he's damaged goods thanks to Tom King and Dan DiDio. So again, Flash, couldn't hear you all over the squealing. What I said was, this time of year gets me thinking. It gets me thinking about the time I was dead for about 20 or so years, then came back because of crazy reasons. Then I stopped Eobor Thawne from killing my mother. Then I started the Flashpoint universe. Then the New 52 universe. Then we said Dr. Manhattan created it when I broke it. And I just realized I should probably have not been brought back. About family, about work life, balance, all that stuff. Balance. According to what Logistical says, Batman's the only one who could do all that at once. I get it, and I realize we're just here for 4 B-listers, but is right now really the best time for a chat? I mean, like, we have to copy Marvel in some way. I mean, like, that's how we always do. Oh, I mean, like, look at the DCEU. It took forever to finally start getting some form of ground, and even then we're still struggling with political issues. Are you kidding me? Rampage screams. We got Green Lantern and Flash sticking their noses into our business. Sorry to break it to you, Rampage, but it's not just Flash and Green Lantern. You picked the wrong island, and if you took over the evil nations of what was that place called? Kandar. Let's go with that. Kandar, the Arabian desert area. Then I would have been perfectly alright. But you took over this small island that no one cares about. Oh. Diana, you picking me up? If you got a minute, I want to ask about how you're balancing things, work and family. You're asking Diana, who has... Let's see. Cassie, everyone kind of forgot about her, and she's in the pages of Young Justice, and that just ended. Let's see. Donna Troy's probably having an identity crisis right now. Oh, and let's see. Yeah, her mother's perfectly alright for a while for now, ruling an island and all that. Her sisters are probably hanging out, busy partying. But let's hear Diana's wonderful commentary. Balancing, I was a God of War for a while, so I don't think I'm the one you should be talking to about this. As she punches Rampage. And Superman retaliates with his heat vision as Iceman goes ahead and throws ice. As Superman points out the dumb logic. Ice? Really? I mean, like, I'm already reminded about Man of Steel when we did that storyline and killed everything I loved. Except below us, we just had a separate thing going on. Lady, we were just looking to be left alone, but if you want to fight, let's get to it! And yeah, that failed. Believe me, plenty more where that came from. And squid monsters, as a gigantic kraken comes out from the deep blue, as Aquaman of the Seven Seas arrives to save the day. Sorry I'm late. Family stuff. Hey Arthur, since you just brought it up, I heard what you're asking. Everybody, Flash. I'm here with you guys when I should be playing my honeymoon. I mean, like, I did get married. Does that constitute for some off break? Because, me and Mira guy gotta have an honeymoon and all that? Which I suppose tells you all you need to know about how I'm balancing married life. I mean, like, we were married in the pre-New 52, but now we're not. And we kind of were, even since I declared her my queen. Therefore, she should already be married, but we wanted to do a traditional marriage. And I'm trying to be more like my Aquaman movie self, but without the black stuff on me. Anyways, he just goes ahead and says, Diana, you want to finish this up? Gladly. And wax the page once more. Meanwhile, Catman. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty sure Catwoman's gonna sue him for trademark infringement. Could I catch one break, son? I am just one. Almost the entire Justice League for us? Is every cat for himself at this point? You should have surrendered to Superman when you had the chance. He's the good cop. But I'm Batman. Welcome to pain. So, yeah. Batman is going to reveal his violent tendencies as Flash comments and his Marvel witty humor. Batman, I've been thinking about how to do a better job balancing. You know what? Never mind. I'm good. I mean, like, we're best friends, but even I don't want to touch what your personal life is. You're kind of about angsty moodiness. I mean, like, in one timeline, you married Selena. In another timeline, you didn't marry Selena. Then you had a daughter. Then you didn't have a daughter. Then you got old and died peacefully. Then your daughter came back. And then you had a kid with her again. And we never established that. But then Damian Wayne was coming onto the scene. Then you have another kid that's going to be killed off later on. And then in one timeline, Talia al Ghul's will raise Damian and whatnot, and he started dating Starfire's daughter, Maria Grayson, in the Kingdom Come timeline. And I am so confused about breaking time, aren't I? So, anyways, we go back to the Citadel Glacier region. With the glacier reducing due to the global temperature increase, myriad of new opportunities are available to us, including a unique ice strand found here. My research indicates this ice holds the key to cold fusion, offering us an unprecedented opportunity. Once we succeed, Stag Industries will dominate the clean energy market, and soon we will charge them exorbitant prices, and not even Batman can stop us. Wait, I just realized something. Why doesn't Batman stop corporate crime? Like, he's clearly dealing with the obvious crimes, worry about the corporate stuff. Now that I think about it, Batman's kind of useless half the time. And you, dear sister, and the rest of the board will reap those rewards. All thanks to me. I have all the credit. And that even looks like a supervillain with that scar or tattoo on his head. Sebastian, stop trying to sell this as a company venture. This is about you, like always. Jeez. See, I know you're being a supervillain and I'm not putting up with the bullshit. You had no permission to access the Snowcrawler or any staggered sources. I remind you, Sapphire, that until the courts rule otherwise, Father left the business to me. He left it to me. And I can keep the case tangled in the legal system for years. And frankly, I have the best lawyers money can buy. Except my life. I'm pretty sure I'm logistically screwed if I disturb the tundra here. They got me out of prison. They got me access to the company assets, despite your best efforts to lock me out. Now please stop bothering me so I can get on with the changing the destiny of mankind. Because Superman clearly did not change the course of mankind with just him existing. Mr. Stagg, we got Ice Team you should definitely see. Cold Fusion. My sister's so gullible. Who'd have thought Superman would just pick up his clubhouse and move it? Let's see what you found. Ha! Cold Fusion. Like that's actually gonna be a thing. Hey, robot that can clearly display my monitor of my sister in the board. How do you feel about this, huh? You're on, aren't you? Well, fuck. Alien crystal technology left behind in the crystallized environment, just waiting for the right genius to exploit it. When I unlock the custodian secrets, fused into the ice, Stag Industries will be begging me for them, and so will the rest of the world. I will be stupid rich. I am the EA of city supervillains. Mr. Stagg, this is the crawl command deck. Weather radar is indicating a sizable event headed right towards us. Impact within the hour. Then what are you standing around for? Get the extractors working and cut out as much of the seam as we can get. Not advisable, sir. Between the storm and the tremors we've been having, this area is not stable. Enough of that kind of extraction. I wasn't asking for opinions. I was asking for you to kill yourselves. I want that ice extracted now. Yes, extract the ice, so it may kill us all. I'm kind of a dumbass, aren't I? Seriously, you people have anything better to do? I mean, like, we're B-list villains. You even said so yourself. But yeah, they're all arrested. Watch your head, ears, whatever. Local authorities are going to process them. Then they'll be extradited back to the States. Unless there's anything else, I have a wife and baby I need to get back to. Batman, would you care for a ride back to Gotham? It is not far on my way. Mind some company on the way home? Of course not, Flash. As long as you can keep up. Oh, it's like that, isn't it? Even in the middle of nowhere, the Justice League is on our backs. Catman proclaims, I might know a place I've heard some things about Kandar. Really? You can tell my friend here. Just as soon as he lets us out. One of the multiple men arrive. Nice to have a backup. So anyway, Superman and Flash are racing across the Atlantic Ocean. How do you do it? How do you balance all this with having a family? How do you pull it off so well, Clark? To be honest, I don't think I'm doing it well at all. I mean, like, Brian Michael Bendis is running me. I mean, how am I supposed to balance that? I'm like, I am Superman in character, but everything around me is just weird. In fact, it's even weird being in a normal conversation. There's usually some wax philosophical nonsense, or me revealing my identity for like the 800th time. Oh, man. I mean, like, there was even a time when I was going to form the new authority, but Wildstorm did. Yeah, for some reason we were going to do this whole, do everything I want and be authoritarian. I'm like, this is the DC Universe, not Injustice. Wait, what? Do I need to point out that you're Superman? Oh, god damn it, Barry. Barry is stupid right now, isn't he? Emphasis on the man part, Barry. I thought revealing my identity to the world would simplify things. Then you're a dumbass. I feel like everything has gotten more complicated. I'm like my son came back. He's an older now. Oh, because of some BS reasoning that Brenda's had to do because Didier wanted to ruin it. And also because, I don't know why we even did this. This was stupid. Then I got crappy artwork on me. My fans are bloated and looking like cinnamon churros, and I do not know why that even happened. Why was that even a thing? My God, John Romita Jr.'s artwork has gone to hell. Jor-El, John, being so far away, now always worries for Lois. She's the strongest, smartest person I know. But I realize how hard this all is for her. Sometimes I just feel powerless. We're all just doing the best we can. Maybe have a chat with somebody who's got a better handle on it than me. Mudslide and Solarka. I'll go take care of it. Good talk, Barry. Let's do it again soon. Thanks, I guess. I mean, like, I don't know if you're really Superman or someone who's writing him much better. But don't worry, he's probably going to be back after, like, 2 tie-ins. And you're secure! Haul away! So a jet comes out and starts to take more of the ice material. Impressive. A block that size extracted in less than 3 hours? The storm's not even that bad. Mr. Stagg, requesting permission to withdraw the snowcrawler before the storm and seismic disruptions cause the collapse on the glacier. Negative. Batten down the hatches and ride it out. You're to resume extraction as soon as the storm passes. Stagg out, as you will all die by my hands. So we cut away from that to Metropolis. I really appreciate you letting me visit, Jefferson. Especially during family time. Yeah, family's the best thing ever. I mean, like, I should be hanging out with Iris and, you know, we're getting... Wait, are we married or are we divorced or are we boyfriend and girlfriend? And I've lost so much time with the timeline. It's completely confusing. Oh, and also, I think she was dead for a time. I didn't expect Black Lightning to go for the ugly sweater look. I mean, like, it's just Christmas traditions. That's just stupid. It's not supposed to be an ugly sweater. The girls got me this. It's totally ugly, Dad. Where's the snowflake ornament? We gotta have this. It's tradition. I didn't get this so right, Jefferson. You, the girls, and the job. There's no magic formula, Barry. Like everything else, it just takes effort. There it is. Remember when we got this, Nancy? You were both so young. It was just like last time. We got a Christmas market downtown that year. Because your sister inhaled so much candy she was going to barf. She did barf in the back seat on the way home. We never told you. You were in such a rush to go, you forgot to pay for the ornament. I went back and paid the next day, Barry. Don't haul at me. Don't haul me in. And so you stole it, then gave it money back. Look, I'm not doing anything special, Barry. I'm just trying to be the best dad I can be. Yeah, I mean, like, I was doing so well. Batman even told me in the pages of The Outsiders that I should have been the one standing beside Wonder Woman and Superman. Yeah, that was an actual thing. I looked it up when I was rereading some stuff from the Batman and Outsiders book that happened and just recently ended. Yeah, Bruce Wayne publicly told Jeffrey Black Lightning, you should be up there with Superman and Wonder Woman, not me. I take Young Justice got a much bigger push than it ever did. Anyways, let's resume. Well, it sure looks like you're doing a pretty good job. I'm not saying there aren't challenges. I'm a single parent and a superhero. My girls have superpowers. Nothing's happening. Must be a short. My Grammy used to tell me it's not about how many things were broken. It's how many things you fix. That's beautiful. The Christmas tree lights up. It's what I've got. I mean, like, I did have a wife, but we kind of... I think she divorced me or died, but I'm pretty sure she's on extended vacation at the moment. Justice League, this is Batman. Emergency situation in the Arctic. You do not understand. There were strong vibrations there, and the earth was cracking. It was clearly one face. He's leading his horde of rock and rollers. Sorry, much as I love to say, sounds like something needs to be fixed. Mayday! Mayday! Repeating! Stag Industries Research Facility requesting immediate aid! Our boss was an asshole and we're being stupid again! And the glacier is collapsing under us, and the storm is harming us from above! Mayday! Can anyone hear us? Is the signal even getting through? It's not like Stag gives a damn about us. He got what he wanted. Picking up movement, it's total white out there. There's nothing out there except the blizzard. Oh, breach! Something's got the drone! Mayday! Mayday! Why did Stag Industries screw me over again? Only to reveal ice tundra creatures! My god. I know who this villain is. Winter is coming. Winter is here. It's not just the blizzard. Sorry, guys. We came. And the ice wolves are removed as they are saved by Barry Allen. Sorry, guys. We came as fast as we could. Welcome to Ellesmere Island, by the way. Stay frosty, no pun intended. I'll be back with the rest of the crew. Thus, the battle between the endless winter had begun. Flash, did you clear out the crawler? We need to keep that rig from toppling into the crater. Everybody's evacuated. What are those things? Are they even sentient? No, I scanned them on a molecular level. They're just animated ice, so no reason to hold back. I mean, like, we could have let them live and then put them in shelters and then wait for them to melt in excruciating death. Wait. Then the question becomes, who is animating them? And why are they attacking? So, there's a giant ice creature trying to smash over the crawler, and Batman just says, "You're a big one. The crawler's stable for the moment. But that won't last." After he blew up one of the giant creatures, because of course he does. No worries. I'm on it. You're welcome. Now, is anybody gonna ask why Batman gets a cool new Arctic suit? I mean, I'd like a cool new Arctic suit, but shut up. Oh my god, Barry, shut up. I'm surprised no one's punched him yet. Also, why do you think Batman's getting a cool Arctic suit? Because he's Batman, bitch. Anyway, Superman points out the obvious. Let's get back to where you belong. Not at the bottom of a crater. And yeah, the crawler is immediately destroyed in a vacant blast. And Superman is shocked. Where did that come from? I mean, like, it came from the crater, but I clearly can't tell where it came from. Looks like you wear that a lot better than the crawler. What's down there? I think we're about to find out. And a giant arm comes out. Free. Finally free. And the Frost King will have his vengeance. And everyone was like, oh, fuck. Unexpected. Frost King? He's not one of mine, nor mine. Who or what is he? Oh god, we're really showing the whole. Oh, I don't recall ever fighting a Frost King. I'm like, we probably fought a bunch of Frost people, but Kings is a different type of beast entirely. So, anyways, they go ahead and point out the obvious. Yes, what is he? Where are they? What have you done with them? I see you there. And we see Hippolyta, Black Adam, and a third guy. You don't run, you tricksters! Whoa, the dude with the horns. The Frost King. Pay attention. Barry, stop making with the jokes. We're not Marvel right now. Raise my ice horde and put them to the slaughter. Sorry I asked. Tight formation, everyone. And seeing as we're completely surrounded, I don't think we have much choice. I mean, like, I could make more witty banters. I'm pretty sure that would drive them insane. Anyway, John Stewart says, let's get this out of the way. I could go medieval on these guys, but there's no mid to them. The storm just keeps spawning more as Superman starts lasering them to liquefy energy. Batman points out the theory. I suspect the Storm is the Frost King. Concentrate on him. Concentrate all firepower on the giant source of power. We don't know who you are or what you want, but this has to end. I know your kind. I know your treachery. You will bow down to me. You will tell me what you've done with them. And he blasts Superman away as he tries to reason with him. You have me confused with somebody else, and I doubt you're going to like when I introduce myself. Oh, this time I won't be stopped. This time, the world will pay. And thus a giant explosion happens, and everyone is dead. Never mind, Green Lantern saved them. Everyone alright? Wait, well, I'm not having any fun if that's what you mean. Where did the Frosty the supervillain go? Vanished along with his minions. But at the moment, I'm more concerned with where Superman is. Superman is pondering. Clark? I had sensed this place seemed familiar. But in the chaos of the storm, of the battle, I didn't realize. This is where my Fortress of Solitude used to be at, before it was destroyed by Zor. I scanned the crater and the residual kryptonian crystals have fused with the ice deep in the glacier. When I got close to the Frost King, I didn't understand why he was emitting a kryptonian energy signature. Now I do. If he absorbed what I left behind, what have I unleashed onto the world? Ah, so it's not just the corporation's fault, it is your fault. So you So you mean to tell me you never thought, hey, you think for all the supernatural stuff we face, could I build something trapped underneath the ice? Since we have like multiple ice villains, couldn't they like use this to like totally kill us all? So yeah, we're being reminded of the Man of Steel by Bendis, and we have to be reminded of that. Channel 2, Gotham News reporting on unprecedented windstorms have only descended upon not only our city, but across the globe. New York News Radio! Oh, with breaking news on the catastrophic polar vortex that has blanketed the entire world in its snow and ice. And it's covering all the Titans. Residents advised to remain indoors with the temperatures plunging 50 degrees below zero, bringing risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Justice League Dark is hanging out at Washington, D.C. Shelter in place and stay tuned for WGBS TV as we attempt to confirm reports of creatures lurking within the blizzard. Black Lightning, and then we can cut to Kandark. All this time. How could it be happening again? Black Adam proclaims. And let's just sum this up really quickly. Superman, this is all your fault, and including Stag Industries. So we cut to the 10th century of Egypt. What you ask is dire, and I love you to consider it. But I only feel the coming frost. The fate of the world may well hinge upon his aid. I sealed away my champion for the good of the world. Now I free him for the good of the world. Once I utter the magic words to open his tomb, I will be gone, and he will be your dilemma to solve. I wish you luck. Shazam! And Kaz collapses upon collapsing of his tomb. Hello? Ooh. Oh. 10th Adam, we have need of you. The world has need of you. Well, the world's got a great deal to answer for. Swamp Thing, Hippolyta, Black Adam, the Viking Prince. Without your help, there won't be a world. Continued in Flash 767 of Endless Winter, Chapter 2. Let's see, we're at the 32-minute mark, so yeah, that was not going to be long. So, yeah, this was Endless Winter number 1 special of Justice League, and it's much better than what we were dealing with currently, but, yeah. Also, I'm confused. We're in the 10th century. I have a question. Okay, so this is where the timeline just gets more and more convoluted and confusing. When does okay? So Hippolyta being there confuses me. She's been here. She shows up in the world of man since in the 10th century. And yeah, I'm wondering not because how old she is, that she's immortal. I'm just asking, how do I point this delicately? Why is she here? Because by logic proxy, shouldn't it be? Because okay, this is where it gets so confusing. So Wonder Woman doesn't get involved in the world of man till the 1930s. No wait, the 1940s during World War II. So there's that. And then there's this. So originally in the pre-New 52 era, the original continuity was it was Hippolyta who was in the Justice Society in World War II. She was the first Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman Diana Prince was the second. Comic books. Now it's saying Wonder Woman was the first Diana is the first Wonder Woman and only Wonder Woman. But Hippolyta contradicts this now. So what the hell? So let's cut away from that to Endless Winter, Part 2. Flash, issue number 767. And he's being carried by Black Adam in his arms. The marriage is over, isn't it? Also, to show this, I got the variant cover of this because these variants are awesome. Plus, it reminds me of the Joshua Williamson run of Flash, the 101 issue run. Flash at the mercy of Black Adam. 10th century Arctic Circle, Greenland. So yeah, there's also a feature of backup stories showing the origin and the battle that happened in the 10th century. But anyways, in this snowy area of Arctic Circle in Greenland, and we got away from all that. It was a long time ago, even for one who is immortal, but I remember it well, tinged with regret and sorrow. So this is in Hippolyta. And naturally to say, they kicked the door open. Where is he? Oh, there, he's over there. Typical. Oh, mead, by the fat belly bees, bring me more drink. Ink. I'll see that he gets this. It's the least you could do if I must endure this damnable cold. Well, sir, we were an odd confederation. An Amazon queen, a Norse prince, one from the desert who has practically a god, even an elemental. Oh, you asked for mead, Black Adam. It's about time you showed up. I've been doing my best to amuse myself in this frozen wasteland. Give me that Viking prince. Where's the vegetable? So what? Ted Adam, after he got free, just spent his time eating and gorging himself with food. Yeah, weird, isn't it? So, anyways, the Viking prince goes in. So, anyways, to make a long story short about the Battle of the Mead, he poured the drink down. So Black Adam immediately curses out at Viking Prince and says, "Reign in the web, Hippolyta. I joined you, allowed you to drag me to this forsaken place, but I warn you, Viking Prince, tread carefully." Only for Swamp Thing to emerge between them. "You two will have someone else to fight soon enough. Stop your squabbling. We must act in league and be the warriors the world needs to face the dire winter that has been unleashed." George Champion speaks truly. The fate of the world hangs upon what we do. We're intended to protect these people, not turn them into servants. Is Jord now? Oh, when you freed me from my tomb, he told me he was an incarnation of Geb, the Earth God. Geb, Jord, or Gaia. Yeah, it matters little. The spirit of the very planet summons us to confront this threat, lest all that lies be wiped away in the storm. We have no time to argue. The Parliament of Trees weaken. Losing connection to the lands blighted by the endless blizzard, I fear. We may already be too late. It seems the heroes of each era inevitably found themselves drawn together. History shows us that it happens again and again. The present is always rooted in the past, which is why we had to reboot the universe for like the 800th time. We came together because there was no other choice. Who else could have faced a threat like the Frost King unleashed? Winter will have its vengeance! I will sit upon the Iron Throne! But there is a season to everything. I was naive to think our deeds then, the choices we made, would not come back to haunt the world. Anyway, to make a long story short, they're all dead, aren't they? So yeah, Flash is currently running across the entire world. It's the same everywhere. Polar vortex covering the entire planet. 2 days in, and everything buried in snow and ice. Not to mention the thing that are in the storm. Blizzard conditions, temperatures reaching 50 below, almost 100 below with a wind chill. I mean, do you know what this does to the human body? Forensic science here, so frostbite starts in 5 minutes, plus hypothermia sets in, blood thickens, core temperature drops, uncontrollable shivering, shallow breathing, and slurred speech. Your heart can shut down in 15 minutes, in case you guys were wondering. This is so much worse than anything we faced before. I mean, like, we were fighting the Batman who laughs! And then we were fighting the Darkest Knight! Wait, did we actually resolve that storyline? We'll resolve it next month after the timeline's fixed. Got it. This is so much worse than anything we faced before. Even I'm feeling the cold, and I'm on top of that. It's like I'm slowing down, like the How's that possible? There's so much to deal with, even for us. If this goes on much longer, we're talking about animal extinction, global clock failure, photosynthesis stopping. I mean, could you imagine the cataclysmic stuff that man already does on its own on a daily basis? This is just accelerating the process. The storm clouds could reflect sunlight, and the temperatures dropped even further. Nuclear winter without the nukes. Did all that sound a little grim? Didn't mean it that way. Just, this is pretty serious. Is everybody picking me up? I'm not sure how long the comics are going to function in these conditions. You're coming in, Barry, but we're all a little preoccupied. Metropolis, Superman and Black Adam are fighting. They just keep coming. Diana is in Africa, battling and protecting a family. Washington, D.C., Jean's keeping the area around the Hall of Justice clear, so we have a command center. Let's see, Gotham, of course. For every one of these things that falls to war takes place. Even more concerning, no one's heard from Arthur. Amnesty Bay has been destroyed. Again. Beijing. Should I check in on him? I'm in China right now, giving Superman and a hand near the Forbidden Sea. Tell me what's next. Where do I need to be? So you're probably wondering what the hell does he mean by that? So for those who don't know, during the Rebirth Initiative, they did a storyline that kind of would work with the whole Doomsday Clock event, where China created their own Superman from a Chinese guy. I can't remember his name. He had a short series for a while. I think Ivan Riaz did the artwork, or Phil Jimenez. I mean, like, I could be wrong. But he had a series going on for him. Super Dash Man. I honestly thought he was dead. Yeah, he shows up from time to time in the Superman books. So it was nice. It's nice to see this guy again. Like, I never read the comics, but it was kind of interesting to hear about it. So, anyways, yeah, we got to New York City in the United Nations General Assembly. What should be going on in this great prestigious hall of world international politics? I shall not be here. I shall be home safeguarding my people during this crisis. Squabbling! Even in the end of the world, we still need political dabble. Much of the world chooses to see me as Black Adam, but I remind you, I am the sovereign and of Kandak, and there is nothing more important to me than the well-being of my citizens. So I stand before you to ask you why you have done nothing to stop this upheaval. Have you even found its source? You sit here and simply wait for your chosen saviors, the Justice League, to come to your rescue. The arrogance of them, casting themselves as heroes when they cannot even turn back this unleashed winter. I am opening my nation's borders to refugees, offering an asylum to those who have been failed by the West. I will keep my people safe. Tell your Justice League to deal with this threat before I have to. So to make a long story short, Black Adam hovers up and probably goes through the ceiling, killing everybody inadvertently because of the coldness, and departs. And yeah, I just kind of wonder what's going on. So remember, in theory, this is to take place after Doomsday Clock. Why would the UN allow him to speak? I know he's a sovereign ruler of his nation, therefore he has the legality sense. But I think attacking the United Nations directly and trying to assassinate several political figures and killing the ambassador of the Amazons, can I say, yeah, you're not welcome here. Man. Never thought I'd see the Earth's Arabian Desert like this, but I guess we're all seeing things we never thought we'd see. I'm like, this is like the 8th time that we've seen the Arabian Desert in snow. Oh, but we just don't really talk about it all that much. John, you sure I shouldn't go see if I can find out what happened to Arthur? He's a big boy, and his wife's more formidable than most of us. Well, you pay Black Adam a friendly visit after his stunt at the UN. Placate him, however you need to, but we can't have him causing a problem in the middle of all this. Will do. Feels like I'm on fumes. But I'll get it done, just so... So, yeah. He's feeling run down, no pun intended. We're all feeling it, Barry. Everyone's exhausted. Yeah, well, I'm the one who's not supposed to get tired. My molecules are slowing down from the extreme cold and I have to keep vibrating or I'm like I'm in quicksand. And this isn't facing Captain Cold or that ice group ball icicle we just dealt with. It's cold. It's brutal. Brutal. It was brutal. Coming up now, coming up on the capital now. I should check in on Iris before I get there. Take care of yourself, Jean. I'll be in touch. You too, brother. Iris, hello? You there? I'm here, Barry. Hey, but I can barely hear you. Where are you? You still there, love? I'm in Kandar, kind of a diplomat and or babysitting mission. Take your pick. Iris, you okay? Did I lose you? Hello? Hello? Oh, and he's attacked by a frost creature. Down! I don't suppose we could do this later when I'm not quite so beat. And then you go in and attack him. Yeah, I didn't think so. I always like Summer better anyways. So, yeah, he is taken down. Yeah, that sounds about right. Barry Allen is knocked down and he hears some voices. Pick him up. Bring him back to the palace. Black Adam and his team of renegades. It's Iris. Iris, where are you? Won't let anything happen to you. I promise. I'll be there. Where am I? Nice sheets, by the way. I just had the strangest dream. I went ahead, beat up a bunch of people, then I got kidnapped, and then we went back in time, and then I killed someone, and then I went back forward in time. The future was completely altered, and I led to the worst crossover event we ever did for a while. No, wait. That wasn't Future's End. Okay. Welcome to my palace. So Black Adam's usually calm with Barry Allen's stupidity. Obviously, I owe a big thank you. Assuming I didn't hallucinate the whole thing, did I catch a glimpse of Silver Banshee, Multiplex, Catman, Icicle, Rampage, and a few others? And just showing company you keep. They are refugees. He's in need of the safe haven Kondak provides that. And how is Kondak handling this? You can see for yourself. The storm rages without end. My people suffer, and I cannot abide it. They hide in their homes, isolated, fearful, all because the Justice League is not capable of defeating this enemy. Help myself. That's cool, right? I'm famished. Take what you need. Warriors are needed, like the queens and princes of old. This should be ended. What are you doing to stop it? Why don't you go to the source? Because we're trying to find this Frost King guy who's causing it. You can't find him? No, he's just somewhere in the storm. The Stag Industries crew released him from the Arctic Circle, but once we locate him, we will stop him. Look, it's all the same to you. I need to get back to the fight, and I'm not exactly feeling connected to my usual lightning. I need to conserve what little I got. Lightning? Now there's something I know a bit about. What's that supposed to mean? Don't move. And he summons lightning and strikes Barry Allen down. And it actually turns out to be a rechargeable battery. Cool. Feels like I've been topped off. Thanks, I think. Consider it a favor. Let it be known that I'm always willing to help. Given the current circumstances, the Justice League might very well take you up on that. I need to get moving. There's no one I have to check in on. Of course, always look after those closest to you. We'll see you soon, Adam. Oh, I'm certain you will. Thank you for a most useful conversation. Now to kill Stag Industry people. Iris? Hello? Iris, please talk to me. I'm almost home. Oh, I really don't have time for this, Frosty. She's about to shoot a frost giant. Iris! And she fires. There's gotcha. Yeah. Hey, take it easy, Mr. Superhero. I had it covered. I mean, I was just gonna shoot this person with a gun. And, I mean, it's not like it was gonna melt him or anything. That's just stupid, right? Hey, you okay? I couldn't get through. Ooh, I was worried. I'm okay, especially when I can borrow one of Heatwave's guns from the Flash Museum. You okay? I am now. Love ya. Love you too. Oh, and they kiss. Glad I have someone who's so brave and capable and strong. You forgot independent. I am a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Why is that line so used nowadays? I'm fine, Barry. I'm glad you're here, but you have a job to do, so go do it. Then come back to me safe. Count on it. That ends Flash. Yeah, other than Black Adam's involvement, really nothing was accomplished. Even people were saying this was like very useless. So let's get to the final part in this epic crossover, or in this three-part video. Superman and Endless Winter Special number 1, written by Lanning and Marz, Hester, and yada 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 yada. With so much, and there's a variant cover for this. Yeah. So I'm not reading a story by Michael Bendis. Even they were like, yeah, we're not hiring him to do this. This would get too complicated. So yeah. We cut to chapter 3 of Endless Winter. 10th century, Arctic Circle, Greenland. The Norse people are not my people, but their myths reached my ears. The tale of the Frost King, the personification of winter. Legend claimed that the appearance of the Frost King heralded the coming of Thimble of Winter. Like this, Magnus. You see, they practically jump into your basket, talking about how to teach about fish. And then a giant bear comes out and kills them all. No, wait, never mind. The endless winter that would descend upon the world for 3 years. No summer, no sun, the prelude to Ragnarok, the twilight of gods, the end of all things. So, anyways, this bear jumps out and is ready to kill the boy. But since this is a DC comic, they're not going to show him being killed, so he has a 50-50 shot surviving. Magnus! At this time, he was called Earl Ulfson, an elder in his clan. Today, we better understand and that Eldward displayed what may be known as cryokinesis, an empathetic elemental connection to the climate around him. How did you do that, Father? So, yeah. Turns out that, yeah, this is clearly the Frost King. Saving his son. At first, a curiosity, he conjures up crystal trees, then a boon to his clan, and they chase away wolves. And for a time, it was a gift, but with none to train Edward to help him understand how to control his powers, the gift became a curse, and the sun did not return. Crops failed, winter was unrelenting, and the weather deteriorated. So too Aldwin, shunned by his clan, who came to believe that he truly was the incarnation of the Frost King. Eldwood despaired, and in turn his despair further fueled the ceaseless winter. When his clan could suffer no more, they moved against him, thinking to end the fun winter by ending Oddworld. What would a man do to protect his family? This is how you treat your kingsmen! And what would he unleash? You came here seeking death, and death is what you will find. Elwood! Astrid! Who can a man say when a man ends? What moment and a mother stirs birth? Edward, come here! We need you! Oh, we need you! Anor! What tragedy! No! Oh. And to make a long story short, he turned into a giant monster. Yeah, so that ended in tragedy. And like I told you, the kid was gonna get killed. They just wouldn't show it directly. They showed him being after killed, being pierced by an arrow, so we're being edgy now. So anyways, we go to an opinion piece by Lois Lane. Normally at this time of year, we're hoping for a few inches of snow so we can welcome a white Christmas, a festive holiday season right out of Norman Rockwell or our Courier Lives. There's no choice. And yeah, chairs thrown out the window. That was quick. We can't stay here with the power out, and we can't stay out there for very long. But we should be able to make it to Metropolis General in just a few minutes. Everybody stay close. It goes without saying that we should be careful with what we wish for. Keep them all moving, Jimmy, and I don't want to attract the wrong kind of attention. You and me both, Lois. A seemingly endless winter has descended upon Metropolis, as well as the rest of the world. We face unprecedented low temperatures, record snowfall, ice as we've never seen. Even brief exposure to the storm brings danger of frostbite and hypothermia, and that's not the worst threat brought on by the blizzard. Reports of malign ice creatures within the storm are widespread, but I think it's already too late for that. Lead the others away, Jimmy. I grabbed the first aid kit on the floor. I'll keep this thing distracted. Go! Over here, Frost King, you like bright and shiny? Fetch! And she tosses it. We're living in a dangerous time. It's understandable that so many of us are ridden with anxiety and weighed down by depression. But we have hope. We have heroes. We have Superman! Emerging and blowing up ice creatures. Endless Winter, Chapter 3. Even the global crisis like this, Metropolis can depend on his protector. I realize I'm a little biased, of course. I know the man aspect of Superman better than anyone. I should know. I gave birth to a kid from him. And then he grew up way too fast due to multiversal languages. We are so confusing. I know he's not that different for any of us. Sorry I'm late getting here. These things have been busy. Are you okay, Lois? Well, I'm a little brisk if you haven't noticed, but I'm fine. Have you thought more about relocating? Hey, I can still take you to the new Fortress of Solitude. I'm not leaving. You have responsibilities. I have responsibilities, including getting these people to a safe place. Let me do. And she kisses him to silence him. You're the boss. Well, that was a quick convincing. I'll be back. That's all that matters. Superman is looking after Metropolis, even as he looks after the rest of the world. So Superman is battling the Gorilla 8, helping with the gorillas and the Gorilla Nation, and he and the other heroes of the Justice League are spread across the globe, battling this unending blizzard, responding to a host of emergencies. He's doing everything they can to keep us safe and find a way to end the crisis. But it's not easy. It's overwhelming, even for them. We know this was caused by being known as the Frost King, who was unleashed when it was tuned deep within the glacier of ice of Greenland. But we don't know much more than that. Other than part of this is Stag Industries' fault and Superman's fault, so we could go 50-50. We don't know how the Frost King came to be, what he wants, or even where he is now. What we do know is, it just never stops, is that his minions are endless. This is the Endless Winter. I think I got a new title for my next piece. For each that falls, another rises to take its place. And another, and another, and another, and another, and another. Mindless horror spawned by the blizzard, not truly alive. Even Man of Steel has its limits. I can't do this. I give up. Right now, we all feel we're fighting a battle that never ends. We can't see a way out. So Superman raced through the atmosphere and is ready to absorb sunlight or ponder stuff. In times like this, we all suffer doubt. We all worry. We ask ourselves if we're up to the task. Can we make it through the other side? Yes, even Superman. He already lost the Lawn world. Now he's confronted once again with a dire threat to his adopted world. He feels responsible for all of us because he's one of us. That's a heavy burden to bear. Especially now, we all need a respite, someone place to offer comfort and a chance to recharge. For any of us, that place is home. So anyway, Smallville is attacked by the frost creatures, even here! And Crypto destroys them. Crypto, the super dog. Good boy, Crypto. I'm glad to see you. Woof! Ma, Pa, I'm home. We can see that, Clark. Now shut the door. You're letting the heat out. Oh, don't mind him. He's just annoyed at how big the heating bill is gonna be. Nice to have you home. Even in the end of the world, we still gotta be blood-sucking corporations. Can't stay long. You all seem pretty relaxed. It's considering there were ice monsters right outside. Crypto took care of them, but it's time for a new mailbox. I feel like it's too dangerous for you to be out here on your own. Well, you can reconsider letting me take you to the fortress where you'll be safer. We talked about this, son. This isn't the first Kansas winter we've weathered. It won't be the last. This isn't like any other winter. We're fine, Clark. We have the dog. Isn't that right, boy? Isn't that right, boy? First, Lois, and now you. I feel like all this is business as usual. Sit. You need to eat. I don't need to eat. Why are you not listening to me? Why isn't no one listening to me? I've been from one end of the world to the other, trying to fight this thing, and there's no end to it. It's everywhere, and there's no way to stop it. Don't search your mother, young man, and we raised you better than that. I know, I'm sorry. Well, that was quick. Yeah, even after all this, Superman is still their boy. Oh man, that's funny. We can see you're pushing yourself too hard. You got a stubborn streak in you a mile wide, Clark. You don't take after anybody strange for that. I'm trying to protect everyone. What, you, Lois, John, Jimmy? But I can't keep up. Clark, we're not the ones you need to worry about. There are people all over the world who do need you. Well, go take care of them. That's your job, son. And you have enough to worry about without worrying about us. Come back safe. That's all we ask. That's pretty much what Lois told me. That's because you married a very smart woman and who left you for a time after we were dead in the New 52 continuity, and then Dr. Manhattan brought us back with the power of rebooting the universe, altering timelines again, and correcting the Time Lore. Then we didn't address that in later issues, and then Brian Michael Bendis brought us back, but with no reason how to explain it, and we were completely confused by the timeline messed up. I take after my father there too. Oh, so you weren't listening to all the continuity hiccups we're dealing with? You know, wearing this comes with a burden. We all agreed to take it on, not just you. Thanks, Mom. Sometimes I need to be reminded of that. That's enough from you. Save some for your son. Martha. Oh, Martha! Good to be home, boy. So anyways, he takes a cup, a thermostat of coffee. God. Oh, man. Boy Scouts, we know him as. We're living in uncertain times, and we need to gather our strength however we can. So many of us are isolated, but we're in this together. You, me, Superman. We're not going to lose hope because that's who he is, and that's who we are. You've had the sample in the lab almost 3 days, and you still have nothing for me? Are you anxious to start hurrying on food services? I mean, I just caused the end of the world. I must know how to fix this and make a profit. We do have some meaningful progress to report, Mr. Stagg, now that all our scans have been completed. We confirmed that the sample you brought back from that is rifle with Kryptonian crystal structure. The ice itself has some additional properties we can't identify. Residue from an exotic energy source. There's also something else. I was right. Kryptonian crystals, and Superman just left them behind like a spare change. I can remake the world once I lock their secrets. I can make the world mine. Get this block carved open so we can extract and exploit the Kryptonian crystals. Regardless of this blizzard, I won't tolerate any delays. Mr. Stagg, there's more. More what? You need to take a look at this. No, this can't be right. Do another scan. We've done multiple scans, sir. And they come back the same time every time. There are 3 people frozen in the ice, and every indication is that they're still alive. Dude, and Aquaman, issue 66, Endless Winter, part 4. So, those were the first 3 issues of the Endless Winter special, little crossover event. So, yeah, the Flash one's easily the worst one. It just really, aside the Black Adam stuff, that was minor progress. It's just, well, progress on that. But yeah, these 2 issues of Superman and Justice League Endless Winter, well, Endless Winter #1 was clearly obvious going to win because it's this kickstarting of the story. Flash was the weakest part, and Superman is this more like everyone needs a break from this, even though this is the end days. But we'll see. But we will soon be back with you again in the future to cover the next 3 issues of this event, and one of them being the Black Adam special. So get ready for that, everyone. So these were good issues and whatnot. I was entertained by them in my perspective, even though the Flash one wasn't really supplying much. It easily could have been cut down to 8. But that's just my thought on 2 cents on that. I felt like they just wanted to add that extra issue in for reasons, because they needed, like, oh, we got a theme, 333. So we'll have to see about that. But yeah, those were my thoughts on part 1 of 3 of the Endless Winter crossover special by DC Comics. This was Neo Reality Entertainment Pop-Culture Omniversa. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, check out all my other content in the other channels in the description below. Oh, and stay tuned for more. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. And just remember, winter is coming.